Okay, hello Toastmasters. Thank you for joining our lunch meeting. So I'd like to officially call our 159th meeting to order.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Okay, so as mentioned in my email, today is going to be a bit of a tight meeting. We have two evaluations, so the table topics portion will be slightly short, but myself as timer and table topics master, I'll explain the slight tweaks. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you today our Toastmaster of the day, who is no one other than Toastmaster Dice Kono. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Okay, thanks very much, Vice President of Education. I am the Toastmaster of the day, and we'll go straight into the role explanations, starting with the grammarian. Oh, I don't see the name here.
That's me.
Okay, Naito-san.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'll be serving as a grammarian today. And my role as a grammarian is to pay attention to the good use of English, pick up notable words and phrases. I will also provide suggestions for improvement in the grammar. You, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, sorry, is it my connection or
maybe it's my connection.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I think we got it.
Okay, back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Okay, the word meister today is Toastmaster Miyawaki.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Miyawaki. I'm the word meister, and today's word is actually Muruga-san. Muruga-san's speech title is really good for, something phobia is really good. But since I already had this, today's word is adept. Adept in adjective, it means thoroughly proficient, expert. Example is, he is adept at fixing computers. You can use it as an adverb. She dealt with the changes adeptly. You can use it as a noun, highly skilled or well-trained individual. So you are adept at something. Adept, adjective or noun, is the word of the day. Thank you very much. But and I count the number of usage and report back to you at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Kono-san.
Okay, thank you very much. I think our objective here is to become adept at public speaking. All right, moving on to the R counter, Toastmaster Nindya. Can you explain the role, please?
Yes, hello, everyone, Toastmasters. Today I will be the R counter here. The purpose of R counter is to note the words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen to overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen to the filler sounds like and And then I will also note when speakers repeat the word phrase as such, this means like that. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. And thank you. Back to you, Toastmasters Kono.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Nindya. Moving on to the timer, Toastmaster Stefano.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kono. I'll be your timer for today. So we will have a standard speech. So 5 minutes will be green, 6 minutes is yellow, and 7 minutes is red. For all speeches, there's a 30-second grace period. And for our two evaluators, 2 minutes is green, 2 minutes, 30 seconds is yellow, and red is 3 minutes. And I'd like to point out that the table topics session will be slightly different from a usual Toastmasters table topics. So the length has been shortened. So 30 seconds is green, 45 seconds is yellow, and 1 minute is red. We'll just have a shorter table topic session. Thank you for your understanding, and back to you, Toastmaster Kono.
Okay, thanks very much, Stefano. And the vote counter has been changed to Toastmaster Victor. Can you explain the role, please?
Sure.
Today I will be your vote counter. So we have the table topic session, and during that session at the end, I will ask your vote for the best table topic speaker. You can pick up in the section when you send messages. Instead of selecting to everyone, please select my name, Victor Hirakawa, and then you can cast your vote there, and I will count and give my report at the end of the session. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Victor. So today we'll be voting for best evaluator. Is that right, Stefano?
Yes, if possible, if we can vote so that our two contestants have some feedback.
Okay, and then best table topics. All right. And last but not least, today's photographer is Toastmaster Miyawaki again.
Yes, so I'm the photographer. The visual information sends more message and information than the verbal communication. So to become an adept speaker, please practice your visual appearance as well. Keep your smile on your face and enjoy the meeting. And I'll take photos time to time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so let us quickly move on to the prepared speech session. Today we have one speech by Toastmaster Muroga, and yes, please try to send your test votes if you can to Victor while we are speaking. And it is a project as well. So Toastmaster Naito, can you explain the speech objective, please?
Okay, so the speech objective is the speech will be researching and presenting, and the objective is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present well-organized, well-researched speech on any subject. The length of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Tamae Muroga, and the speech title is Glossophobia. Glossophobia, Toastmaster Tamae Muroga.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Kono-san. Fellow Toastmasters, good afternoon. Let me ask this question first before I go into my speech topic. Do I look nervous today? Yes, indeed, I'm very nervous. Giving speech is something that I don't feel comfortable, and I wanted to avoid whenever possible, especially when it's English. However, on the other hand, I feel life and work is so much easier if I can do it well. This is why I joined Toastmasters Club and practicing as I do right now. For today's topic, research and presenting, I decided to research why I feel nervous when I do speech and how to feel better about public speaking. In social psychology, it is said that tension in speech originates from being conscious of others as a social evaluation scene. According to a book written by Koki Arimitsu, The Theory of Agarisho, speaking in front of your boss, colleague, or customers is exactly the situation where we are exposed to social evaluation situations. We want to make ourselves look good, and we don't want to be seen someone who cannot do something, which causes excessive tension. In reality, the audience may not be that consciously aware of how the presenter is being evaluated. However, we tend to think I have to speak well, and I have to make sure I don't make mistakes. When we face these situations, we'll have body reactions such as sweating, dry mouth, shaking, face turns red. I really don't like having any of these. That cause my stress level even goes up. According to a book written by a therapist, Junichi Yamamoto, about anxiety gene, there are two types of serotonin transporters, L-type with high gene content and S-type with low gene content. The L-type makes more serotonin and S-type makes less. The S-type makes less serotonin is called anxiety gene. People with S-type gene are more likely to feel anxiety. Those with L-type are, generally speaking, more optimistic. The S-type gene is carried by 80% of Japanese, 75% of Chinese, 44% of Americans, and 28% of South Africans. There are assumptions that Japanese started having S-type due to our environment surroundings as we've been facing natural disasters such as earthquakes. It is depressing to know that now there is genetic difference and tendency for Japanese to feel more anxious and nervous, but nervousness isn't always a bad thing. Psychologist Dr. Robert Yerkes and Dr. J.D. Dodson established a principle that moderately tense state is better than no tension at all for higher performance. You may have already experienced this principle. Moderate tension improves productivity in your daily life. For example, when we work without time limit, we may end up doing things in inefficient manner. However, by setting a limit and feeling the tension of I have to finish this by this time, many of you have experienced an instant increase in concentration. Therefore, even though excessive tension is not good, we should consider moderate amount of tension to be rather necessary. So now we know nervous feeling has good influence on our performance. Now I like to talk about how we can bring ourselves to moderate tension from excessive nervous. Several professional psychotherapists says there are 2 easy steps. First, accept that we are nervous. Even if we are nervous, it is good if our original purpose is fulfilled. The most important thing is not to be nervous, but to fulfill our original purpose. Therefore, it is okay to be nervous. Second, focus on breathing. This sounds very basic, but it is really important and effective method. When we are nervous, our breathing is always shallow. If you notice tension from your breathing, try to exhale firmly, first to relax. If you exhale firmly, you will naturally inhale slowly. You may find those 2 steps are very simple and basic, but simpler is better when we are in panic mode just before the speech. In long term, practice experience do help. That means having more nervous experiences, as many as possible. After practices, there is a point where we get used to nervousness. I'm not at all reaching that stage, but I find it out more after doing more speeches at Toastmasters. Before I start this research, and even at the beginning of this speech, I mentioned I like to feel better or overcome stress around the public speaking, and I like to do it well. That's exactly where I was wrong. There is even word glossophobia, but what's important to feel relaxed is don't worry about being nervous. Nervousness is not our enemy, but rather our friend. I'll keep practicing my speeches and wishing you all the best for your future speeches. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Muroga. Okay, 1 minute of silence for comments. I'll post the comment form, feedback form on the chat. And okay, so while we're waiting, Kasuya-san, I'm going to try to put you in a breakout room by yourself. Okay, that's right, right, Stefano?
Yes, I was going to try and do it, but either way, do you want to try?
Okay.
Okay.
I can let me try.
Perfect. Thank you, Kono-san.
Just Kasuya-san, right?
Yes, please.
Are you going to do the evaluation now rather than table topics?
We're going to do the table topics after the, no, sorry, we're going to do the evaluation after. So we'll just keep the normal order. We're going to do table topics.
Oh, sorry,
Is that okay?
Okay, so then I didn't need to do it now.
So sorry, I thought you were just testing. Okay, let me bring.
How do you bring them back?
Okay, I think we can just close all the room. Okay, sorry. If it's okay, we like to do the table topics now so that there is a bit of time between the speech.
So we want to try to keep it short because in the actual contest you only have 5 minutes plus
5 minutes.
a little bit more, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the 1 minute is up already, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Kasuya-san is back, or oops.
I think he might be joining.
Did he leave by mistake?
I think there's.
He's
must be, okay,
oh, there he is.
He's back. Okay.
Okay, Kasuya-san, sorry. We're going to do table topics first, and then we'll do evaluation. So
yeah, I'm glad I got out from that room.
Yeah.
I was wondering what is going on. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, we know the breakout room works. Okay, thank you very much. So now we will go on to the mini table topic session. And I will hand it over to the mini table topic master, Toastmaster Stefano.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kono. Before the table topics, I just want to mention that the Toastmaster Muruga's speech was 6 minutes 30 seconds. So
sorry.
It's eligible, and yeah, we're in the time. Thank you.
6 minutes 30. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we are a bit stretched on time, so I'll try to be as quick as possible for this mini table topics session. So the theme is you are a great salesperson. So I'll be showing you some mysterious objects, and you'll be trying to sell that object with me within 1 minute. So I think 1 minute is perfect to be a great salesman or saleswomen. We are gender neutral. So, okay, let's start with our first mystery item, which, let's see if you can see it.
Very classic table topics.
This is an earplug. Did you see it? Earplug. So I'd just like to remind you about the time. So if you can spend around a minute, so 45 seconds is green, yellow is 1 minute. Sorry, let me restart again. Green is 30 seconds, yellow is 45 seconds, and red is 1 minute. So if you can try to wrap up your speech by 1 minute. So earplug, let's see who gets the earplug. It's Toastmaster Victor. Sell us this earplug, and your time starts now.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stefano. I would like to sell today this earplug. It's a special one. There is nothing like this in the market today. It can last 24 hours without losing any streaming, so you can hear anything you want, and you can also talk through your phone. And this earphone is a lot better, has better audio quality than the Apple ones. So please buy this one. This will last you for many years. This is expected to last at least 10 years, and there is nothing better than having an earplug that you can use anywhere, anytime, and can last a whole day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Victor. That was a very convincing sales pitch. Okay, moving on to our next item. Let's see what I can rummage around my desk. It's going to be a bit of a tricky one, but let's see if Toastmaster Tejima can handle this. This is you see it? So it used to contain an umbrella in it, but the umbrella is lost. But let's see if you can sell just the cover of the umbrella. This is pretty.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Yes,
sorry?
it's an umbrella cover. It's just the outside, but it doesn't have the umbrella in it.
Okay, only cover.
Only cover, yeah.
Without the umbrella.
Yes, and your time starts now. Sell this to us, please.
Okay, so this is very unique cover without umbrella. So you don't need umbrella, but you need cover only. And then when it start raining, you just need this cover, and then you are just you just So you go outside and then, you get raining and without umbrella. So you just soaked with a lot of water, and then maybe you can play around with water, and then you can swim if there is a lot of water. So you don't have to do it, and then you just have this cover of the umbrella, and then you have it fun. So just buy this cover without umbrella.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tojima, for a very creative response. I really appreciate everyone. So let me just double check with the time. Toastmaster Kono, do we have time for a couple more? That's okay?
Oh, yeah, we're still okay.
Okay, do let me know if we... there are a lot of items that we would like to sell, and we have a lot of great salespeople here. So let me continue. The next item is this keyboard cleaner. You see this? I've called it keyboard cleaner, but be creative and see if you can use it for something else. So our next salesperson is Toastmaster in India. Would you like to give this a go? Let's give him a warm applause.
Thank you. Do you have any problem to keep hygienic in your life? And do you have any disease that you get in daily, for example, like influenza or some flu? Maybe one of the issues is because every day you're working with your keyboard and then your keyboard is not that clean. So that I think you can increase your hygienic, and then you can increase the level of your healthiness by just cleaning your keyboard every day, so that you can reduce the risk of the disease. And here I bring you a very nice keyboard cleaner. It is very cheap, 100 yen, and then it is very easy to bring anywhere. So you don't have to worry. You can go to the office bringing that cleaner. You go to Net Cafe bringing that. You can just use anyone's keyboard without any risk of disease. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster in India. Definitely, hygiene is a very strong appealing point, and you really sold that to us well. Okay, I am running out of items, so I'm trying to get this as a go. So, okay. So maybe Toastmaster Miyawaki, we have this weird looking handkerchief that I just found. Okay, it's not a handkerchief, it's you can call it a handkerchief. So this blue handkerchief.
Okay. Okay.
And your time starts now.
Okay. Oh, you never imagine, when the season's changing, and it's less hot. It's getting cooler now. And what do you need? You don't need a big towel or big handkerchief. What you need is a more, say a space-saving eco handkerchief. What do you need is a rectangle handkerchief is what you need. Buy one, you can get one free now. Good for fall and spring. So buy one rectangle handkerchief today. Thank you.
Thank you for the very adept explanation. I think I can use the handkerchief to wipe out some of the sweat. Okay, maybe we have time for one last person. That's okay.
Yeah, I think let's make one more.
Okay, Toastmaster Kono, would you like to give it a try?
Okay.
I've got a calculator here, and I'm pretty sure you won't have any problem selling this to us.
Wow. Okay. Now this, my friend, is a very, very special historic calculator. It's called the TI 95, I think.
Yes.
It's Texas Instruments. Okay, if you want to be professional in the financial field, especially if you want to get a certified financial analyst credential, using this is a must. And have you ever tried something called reverse Polish calculation? That is, instead of doing 1 + 1 is equals, you do 1 plus enter. Okay, does that sound Polish to you. Yeah, it's Greek to me, but that's where you have to start if you want to be special in this financial industry. It only costs about, I don't know, 10,000 yen. It's a museum piece too. Thank you very much. Back to you, Stefano.
Okay, wow. I'd like to really thank our army of salespeople. You've sold so many items. I think if I ever do start a sales company, I'll definitely hire everyone. Okay. I'm also the timer, so I'd like to continue by swiftly giving my timers report, if that's okay. So Toastmaster Tejima's speech was 45 seconds. Sorry, Toastmaster Victor's speech was 45 seconds. Toastmaster Tejima, 1 minute. Toastmaster Anindia, 52 seconds. Toastmaster Miyawaki, 1 minute, 10 seconds. And Toastmaster Kono, 1 minute, 8 seconds. So all speakers are eligible. Thank you.
Okay, so please vote. Send your votes to Victor. I'll just put the names there.
Thank you, everyone, for letting me do this session. And I'd like to hand control back to our Toastmaster of today, Toastmaster Kono. Thank you.
Okay, a big round of applause for our mini table topic master today, Toastmaster Stefano. That was a fun table topics. We should do that more often. Okay, so while we're voting, I'll put the names again here. Sorry, I abbreviated it. Let us move on to the evaluation section. So I'll pass it to the general evaluator. And just before the first evaluator, I'll create the breakout room and have Kasiya-san just move there while the first evaluation is being done. So handing it over to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Tejima.
Oh, thank you.
Am I right?
I thought my evaluation session is later, but anyway. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster. Let's start evaluation session. Oh, okay, general evaluation session. So I'm general evaluator today, and I will conduct general evaluation session with consist 3 parts. So speech evaluation, report from role takers, and my evaluation of overall speech, overall meeting. Sorry, yes. And however, we have done. Sorry. Okay. The first evaluator of the Muroga's speech is Toastmaster Kasiya. No, Toastmaster Ichiro Naido. Sorry, Toastmaster Ichiro Naido. So would you please give us the evaluation of the speech of Muroga, Toastmaster Tame Muroga.
Sure. Thank you very much, General Evaluator. First of all, congratulations to Toastmaster Tamae Muroga for completing your speech, Glossophobia. Now, that's a really unique title. I don't think anybody in the world will use that title, any of the many thousands of Toastmasters. This is probably the first time anybody uses such a unique title. So this drew the audience immediately, even before you started your speech. What the hell is she going to talk about? No one, we don't know this word, what it means, only that it's phobia, which means a fear of something. Okay, so a mystery title is always a good way to start your speech. And the great thing about your speech is that you started with a question, a very great technique. That's a sign of an adept speaker. Asking a question and making people think. And the question happens to be about, are you nervous? And of course, almost everybody is nervous before joining Toastmasters or even after joining Toastmasters. So you grab everybody's attention immediately and people emphasize with you. Yes, I have that experience, same with you. And you drew that into the storytelling. And you also started the speech by telling people what you're going to talk about and how the conclusion will be, but how I will make you feel better about this overcoming nervousness. The delivery of the speech was also excellent. you had a very clear voice, you had a very engaging smile, and you look very cheerful. So those things make the listeners relaxed, and that makes people understand your message even more. And you offer some specific advice at the end about how to overcome this nervousness. Now, I'd like to offer some areas for further improvement in your delivery, content, and the storytelling. First of all, in the delivery, I noticed that it's probably better to look at the camera a little bit more. It looked like maybe you were looking at the text. So try to look at least half of the time into the camera. That way people will feel the eye contact. Also, the way you show up in your screen, it was almost only the face of you. But if you show more of the body, then people can see your hands a little more, and then you have more freedom of movement. Also, the position of the camera, maybe you can raise it a little bit so people don't feel like you are looking down at them. So height of the camera is very important. And another advice is maybe you use a lot of words that may not be familiar with, like serotonin and the S-type genes. So maybe you can use some visual aids. So to summarize, great speech, but you can make it better by improving your delivery and more visual aids to supplement your speech. Congratulations for finishing your speech.
Oh, thank you very much, the Toastmaster Journal, for your evaluation. So now we're gonna introduce the second evaluator, who is Toastmaster Kasia. So would you please give us your evaluation for Toastmaster Tamai speech?
Well, congratulations, Toastmaster Tamai Muroga. I've been listening to your speech, and which I found very persuasive, and you did a lot of researches to back up your thesis, which is good. And you gave examples to explain why you felt that way. Especially you provided the L-type and S-type persons, and then you said nervousness is our friend, which is very proactive and positive, thinking about towards your nervousness. And overall, you had a lot of research and a very persuasive speech. That's how I felt about your speech. And thank you. And thank you for your wonderful speech. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Atsushi Katsuya, for your evaluations. So now we're gonna move on to for a moment, I think yes. So let's move on to the grammarian report.
The timers report.
Timers report. Toastmaster Stefano Spiro.
Yes,
please.
Thank you. Toastmaster Naito's evaluation was 3 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Kasuya's evaluation was 1 minute 20 seconds.
Right.
Back to you, General Evaluator.
Yeah, thank you. So Toastmaster Ichiro Naito is eligible, and Toastmaster Atsushi Katsuya is less than 2 minutes. So anyway, so I think both two are eligible for the vote. So we're gonna vote now, or we're gonna vote later. So
let's vote now.
Okay, so let's vote. So the ball counter, the Victor Hirakawa. So would you please send your private chat to Victor Hirakawa to select the best evaluator?
Okay, you can move on to the reports
Right.
then.
Thank you. So we're gonna move on to grammarian report. So let's start with grammar. Let's move on to grammarian report. So Toastmaster Ichiro Naito, or you
Yes.
are grammarian? Yes. So would you please give us grammarian report?
Okay, so I picked up some good words, great words, and expressions. First of all, the speaker, Toastmaster Tamae Muroga, of course, the title, glossophobia, fear of public speaking. Wow, I never heard this word before, but it's really catchy. And I'm sure people can use this when you in your other speeches or any Toastmasters meeting. I like the word of the day, adept at. It's something that I haven't really thought of using too often. Usually I would say skilled at or being proficient or highly trained, but this is a good word, makes it more, looks very smart. During the speech of Toastmaster Muroga, the good expressions that is, first of all, simpler is better. Simpler is better. Yeah, great word, not just in speeches, but also in your everyday life or in business. Another great expression that I believe Toastmaster Kazuya picked up is nervousness is not our enemy, but our friend. Nervousness is not our enemy, but our friend. Great mindset. It's positive thinking. I really like that. During the table topic section, I picked up Toastmaster Kono's reverse Polish calculation. Reverse Polish calculation. Okay, I probably heard this phrase many, many decades ago. And even after he explains, I really have no idea what it means. I must have known it many decades ago, and then he talked about it's Greek to me, or maybe it's Greek to you. It's just totally an alien language to people. Great expression, Greek. And museum piece. Museum piece. It's something so old that you can only find it in museums. Great expression. I like all of those. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. Next one is a word master, Toastmaster Taka Miyawaki. Would you please give us a report of the word of the day?
Yes, thank you very much, Naito-san, for your compliment. So today I picked Toastmaster Kono use it, Toastmaster Spiro use it, Toastmaster Naito use it. Did I miss anybody? No? Okay, 3 of them. Thank you very much. Use adept. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Taka Miyawaki, your adept reports. Thank you. So the last one is our counter. So Toastmaster Anindia, would you please give us our counter report?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yuma. And about the Alcantara report for Tamae-san, it is 0. I couldn't find any Alcantara there. And then after that, we move to the table topics. Is it fine here? Okay. So for the table topics, I found for Toastmaster, who's the first one? Sorry, I forgot. For Toastmaster Victor, yeah. You are using 4 ends. You're repeating like 4 ends. But after that, I couldn't really find other significant or something like that. For Toastmasters Yuma Tejima, you're using 3 and then you're using 4 you just, 3 if you, and 3 and then. Yeah. And then for Toastmasters Miyawaki, you're using 5, Yeah. And then finally, Toastmaster Dice, you're using 2 ends in a very short sentences. But for others, other things, you don't have any particular or something like that. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's all from me. And back to you, Toastmaster Yuma.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster in India. So let me move on to general evaluation today. So finally, let me provide the general evaluation. So we start a little bit behind the schedule with some confusion around that some are difference between normal meeting and evaluation contest practice. But after we started the meeting officially, it went smooth and adeptly on time. So it was smooth. And then also, it was smooth opening. Toastmaster Stefano Spira, even though President Riarki is absent, and it is as reliable as always and go to facilitate a Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Daiskono. So because of the those 2 Toastmasters, we have done a very good job to be adeptly flexible and adjust for upcoming evaluation contest version of Toastmaster Club meeting, although we have some technical issue too. When it comes to today's table topic, Toastmaster Stefano Spiro, you have done a great job. It was also fascinating table topics and I never experienced. It gave us a great opportunity to come up with creative sales pitch within such a short period of time. So I find it incredibly fun and it makes us laugh and smile. So we should do it again. And then when it comes to the evaluation session, the first evaluator Toastmaster Ichiro Naido. So your evaluation is always great. And then you hit the most important point first, and your feedback for the bright side is brief and comprehensive. So the speaker would understand clearly. And then followed by some room of improvement, also concisely. And then lastly, you'll conclude with a summary with congratulations. So that was great. Thank you. And the second evaluator, Toastmaster Atsushi Katsuya. So you'll start with congratulations, and then you'll provide positive feedback with why you think that Toastmaster Muroga's the speech is great and with details. So it was great, but the time was a little short. So I would recommend if you could add more, like, add Ichiro Naito's the evaluations. He add room of improvement after the positive feedback, and then conclude with summary. So you will spend time, and then you will reach the 3 minutes of the evaluation. And last one, role takers report. And so the timers report, Toastmaster Stefano Spiro, grammar report, Ichiro Naito. Ichiro Naito gave us very comprehensive reports as well, and then a lot of useful phrases mentioned. So Word Meister Toastmaster Takamiyawaki, it was great. Word of the day, thank you. And our counter Toastmaster in India. So I think this may be your second time for taking one. So you have done a great job. Overall, we handled the meeting professionally and adeptly and very flexible. So thank you for your all effort to make the meeting fun and excellent as always. So that is end of the general evaluation session. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, thank you, General Evaluator. Another round of applause for Toastmaster Tejima. Thank you so much. Okay, we're right on schedule. So let us move to the awards session. Vote counter, Toastmaster Victor, are you ready to announce the winners?
Yes. Let's start first with the best table topics. And today's best table topic is Kono-san. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And now for the best evaluator of the day is Naito-san. Congratulations,
you.
Naito-san. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, well,
Kono-san.
thank you very much. Congratulations, Toastmaster Kono and Toastmaster Naito. All right, so we're really doing well on time. Let me pass it back to the, Vice President of Education in this case. And maybe if we have time left over, we can do a feedback session. Right? Okay, so back to you, VP.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kono, for the excellent facilitation and as it's right on time. So we don't have any guests. So what I'd like to do is conclude the meeting first, and then we can do business session comment and evaluation comment session in the remaining 10 minutes, if that's okay. So I'd like to close the 159th meeting adjourned. Okay, so as VP, I'd like to hold the business session. Are there any announcements?
Take a picture first.
Yes, sorry, Miyako-san. And thank you for Kono-san for
Thank you.
Let's do the usual pose.
Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Smile. One more time, big smile. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you.
Thank you, photographer of the Toastmaster Miyawaki. Okay, so are there any announcements from members or club officers? Okay. Kono-san?
Yeah, or maybe this can come from you, but should we just confirm the schedule, the contest schedule?
Yes, definitely. Thank you for raising this. So the contest will be held on the 23rd of October. And in the morning, we'll have the Japanese speech contest. And in the afternoon, we'll have the English speech contest. We are just verifying the number of contestants. So once we have that confirmed, we will send the exact schedule. But if you can remember, morning Japanese, afternoon English. And if you could please attend and support our contestants, that would be great. And whilst we're talking about this, the contest, I was wondering if there are any volunteers to help out with meeting rules. Organizer side, we'd be very grateful. We're looking for an SAA for the English portion, so as SAA Zoom Master. We are also looking for a timer and also an interview. So if there's anyone who's attending on the day but would also like to participate, please do let me know.
Okay, I can do any one of them.
Okay, thank you so much.
Did you find it? Did you find the test speaker?
We are okay for the English test speaker. I'll need to check with our other director, Toastmaster Shiota, for the Japanese test speaker. Are you able to attend both the Japanese and English portion?
Yeah. I can do either the speech too.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
I'll just double check the priorities and
we might have a speaker already, but we'll check. We'll know by this weekend. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miyako-san, for raising your hand. And if any other club member would like to get involved, please just raise your hand, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find you slots to be able to join. I can confirm it's a great experience. So let's all have a good time. Thank you. Okay. Any other announcements? Okay, if not, I'd like to put in maybe the remaining 8 minutes for us to give some feedback to our two evaluators, if that's okay. And I'd just like to open up the floor for anyone who would like to share their comments. Maybe, maybe with Toastmaster Kasu, I think you mentioned regarding the timing, it was a bit short. So obviously this meeting will be recorded, and you didn't get the chance to look at Toastmaster Naito's evaluation, but I thought from a structure as perspective, it was a very good evaluation in terms of he spent the first 2 minutes in really highlighting the good points of the speech, and then the allocation I saw was first 2 minutes good points, and then 1 minute 20 seconds on the 1 minute on improvement points, and then the last 20 seconds he really wrapped it up well. So I really like the structure. If you have the chance maybe to look at Naito-san's evaluation.
Yeah, if we can just go back to the judging criteria, the basic point, to win the contest, you need 40 point goes to the analytical quality. So you have to be very clear what you say. Good points 1, 2, 3 or whatever. Or my suggestion is this. I have to be very clear. And 30 point goes to recommendations. And recommendation needs techniques, voice or attitude, your stage usage, or positive tone of voice. Many techniques can be used for recommendation. The 15 point goes to the technique. Yeah, the way you speak, the way you show, and 50 point goes to the summation. Summation is really important. At the end of the evaluation, you have to summarize and leave impression to the audience. So it's really good to just review the judging criteria. And Stefano, if you flip to the next page actually shows more explanation.
Sorry, Kono-san is sharing that.
Oh, Kono-san, okay.
Yeah.
Page 2 has the description. Oh, sorry.
This one.
That one. There you go. Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
This one, right?
So both Naito-san and Kasuya-san goes to the English contest?
And
Yes,
I will
correct.
do both.
Yeah.
Oh, Naito-san will do both. Okay.
Kasuya-san is just doing the English, right?
Kasuya just do English. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe. Oh, okay. Are you done, Taka-san?
Yes, I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. So I also had the same feeling for Kasuya-san's. The good thing was that you were very enthusiastic, supportive of the speaker. And I think that showed. You use words like I forget what it was, persuasive. So it was motivational. But I think you want to first tell them what you're going to say, right? And then actually say it, and then summarize it. So it's just like a mini presentation. I think you went straight into what were the good points. And I don't know if it was just me. I didn't really pick up any specific improvement points. So it's very important for evaluation to have at least one specific improvement point, whatever it is, whether it's the body language, the eye contact, the content, not just praise, but there should be a constructive, suggestion that kind of balances the presentation. Then at the end, you summarize what you just said. And I think Naito-san pretty much did all that. Yeah, I think for Naito-san's, there isn't much to comment on. Maybe you could be even more sort of upbeat and just maybe overdo it. If you look at the contest recordings, a lot of the champion evaluators are really dramatic. So I was like, oh yeah, I really loved your speech, something like that.
Yeah,
you could overdo it probably.
Use more gesture.
Yeah, use your gesture like that. So that would be my feedback. Anything from Victor, Tejima-san, Anindya to add?
Good. I'm good.
I'm good too.
Okay, so maybe one word for Kasuya-san.
Yeah.
When you, in the actual contest, try to have a white background, or maybe make it blurred like me. I'm in a different room, but in a contest, I'm going to have a white in front of a white wall, and I will be standing. Right now, you have it looks like something is growing out of your hair. So yeah, so that can be distracting. You can use a whiter background or maybe a blur or a virtual background that has nothing distracting. So that's my suggestion.
So this is just like a speech contest, so there should be nothing but you to focus on, right? And the people will be listening more to the evaluators than the speech itself. So, that's the difference. Okay. Other than that, the difference is that there's only 5 minutes after the speech when you can actually think and jot things down, and then you'll be moved to a different room. And then one by one, you'll come back to the main room to give your evaluation. So today you had about 10 minutes to think about it, but actually in reality, you may only have 5 minutes plus a little extra.
Yeah, one last point. Apologies, Kasuya-san. I didn't send the judging criteria, so I think maybe Kasuya-san was kind of doing an evaluation more for the project, so that might have thrown him off. So I'm sure once he's seen the judging criteria, he should have a structure, a longer speech and a more structured one. Thank you.
Okay. But I think we have one more regular meeting before the contest, don't we?
Yes, we have an evening one, and we also have an external speaker from.
So I think next time we can actually do more like a contest, right? Because
yes,
we have an external speaker. Yeah.
So
right.
I'll send out the email. Obviously, we're still accepting speakers within our club, but for the evaluators, it might be good to have a evaluator speaker from another club. So we might use the external speaker as the model speaker. Okay. Anything else? I think we've done excellently with time as usual. A great hour. So maybe we can finish this meeting and see you again in a couple of weeks, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye.
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 Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.